When you think of Grandpa Gus, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Like, I remember, like, in his house, he had, like, I think 3 garages somehow, and each garage was filled with, like, binders and binders full of art, full of books that he had either written or read.
Do you just want to start by introducing yourself? You can just say your name.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm August Chikachi, the lucky grandfather of the man making this film. Well, I've always felt that you couldn't teach art. And I think you're an artist, and there's no way you can teach you what to do. You acquire this equipment, you learn to use it, you make the meaning that you make, and nobody can tell you how to do that. So all I ever did as an art teacher was encourage people. That's all I did. I had bad asthma as a kid. The doctors told my parents that I really ought to get out of the low altitude and get into high altitude. We drove down to New Mexico, and there was a special group there called the Ranch of the Children. We lived every single day, every night, in the orchard, in the apple orchard. At that point, my drawing was very important to me. I did quite a few little sketches and so forth, and Christmas cards for our family and that kind of thing. So that was really when I turned on to being an artist. The summer of my 11th grade, or my junior year, I went with a classmate from St. Paul's to Paris and bought bicycles. And then we just started pedaling.
Tengo una debilidad.
We knew that Pamplona was a place to be. It was full of Americans of all sizes and descriptions. So for whatever reason, we let 2 little Spanish boys talk us into running. And they said, come on, we'll show you how, we'll show you where. And they took us way back to the start. You have to run at full speed, and you're still not going to be as fast as the bulls. And so it's life or death. So we started out running. You couldn't run really fast and look over your own shoulder. The only way you could tell where the bulls were was the screaming of the people on the sidelines. So when the screaming started to catch up to you, you knew that the bulls were right there. The bulls came for a long straight run. There was a bunch of these heavy timbers making obstructions for the bulls. I heard the screaming right on my side, and I jumped toward the timbers and climbed up as high as I could get, just like that. And the bulls went by, literally, with their horns down. They were just feet away. Felt like inches away from my legs. So we went to a little table, and all of a sudden this group of 5 or 6 people came to the empty table next to us and sat down. And that was Ernest Hemingway and his little group. I knew who he was right away, so I always carried the little sketchbook. after I got the little sketch done, I wanted to show it to him, so I got up and went over to his table. So he was encouraged by that. He was kind enough to sign the thing and put his date, and then he handed it to everybody, and they all signed it.
Humans awake! Exclamation point, 2 of them. Humans awake. Awake to the greatest change we humans have ever faced. We are facing the greatest transform of all life on Earth, a change so vast we can hardly even begin to understand it, let alone see it, let alone be it. Humans awake. Awake to a new meaning of what it means to be a